Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today with a quick update in regards to the Temporal Dimension event. So, I'm sure you guys may have seen this already on both Reddit or Discord community and so forth, but it does seem like some of these nodes right now, if you guys are going through it, this Temporal Dimensions event is actually tuned up higher than it should be. Now, I don't know, to be quite honest, if they're going to be tuning this up, but I've seen, numerous people, alliance mates and so forth, comment on how difficult this what is it, Note 7, I believe it's the one that features the Morgan Le Fay synergies here with Darkhold. This one's brutal in addition to Note 8 as well. So big red flag, guys. It looks, this is exactly what confirmed my suspicions yesterday's video, which is when I was previewing this, my fear was that these characters, although they're not gear tier 16 as shown here, there's a lack of teal gear, they're tuned up much higher. Even with them being 4 or 5 stars and 3 reds, it does not take away from how powerful these characters are. This is not like the past the past Pocket Dimension events we have seen, where you can just hit auto and go through it. Even in my video that I just made, I was going through it and I actually needed to do 2 attacks on this because I had a 3. My Cabal was only in gear tier 17. And I just couldn't withstand the attack coming from the new Avengers. So then what I did is I had to revive my 3 characters at the very end and then go back in. And obviously the second attempt was way easier. But even in this first section with being the normal nodes, it was tuned up much higher. I was up against enemies here that were, okay, it doesn't even show here anymore, but the enemies were only like 120, 130k. And my team was, clearly double or even beyond that, right? And most of you guys likely will have Cabal at gear tier 17 and 18. So overall, guys, I don't know if this is going to happen. I hope they tune this down because it's a really, really bad event right now. I don't know, to be honest. I'm going to see how high I can go with my gear tier 17s, but I don't know if I want to invest in gear tier 18 because I'll be honest, even if you bring up gear tier 18 for your Cabal, is that good enough to get you all the way to the very end here? If Dolphins and Whales are having a hard time finishing this event right now, they're the spenders, right? I'm free to play, so it's not something I'm willing to do right now. In addition to that, I'm very, very mindful of my resources in the game. So already seeing how brutally challenging this is, it shouldn't have been like that. We should have been able to at least get to maybe the second last node or maybe the third last node here with gear tier 17 or gear tier 18, but there's just some astronomical levels of enemies that we're up against, especially this final node here. A couple of these the 2 million kestrels, like that's crazy. It's very interesting, guys. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope they review this. I hope they tune this down. I hope this was a mistake, because otherwise, how I see it is it's a big fu to the community. Especially with an event like this where, you are trying to encourage folks to bring up Cabal in preparation for Old Man Logan. But also, beyond that, guys, this is really, really bad news for when Old Man Logan does come into play here, because this is like some of the newest content that's come. And even Escape from Kiln and obviously the Sword Satellite, I thought it was reasonable. If you're a highly engaged player and you're free to play, you can get through most of the content. This is just absolutely ridiculous because even if you have the Cabal at gear tier 18, that may not give you the assurance you need to actually finish this. And that is ultimately what matters, right? The only reason why we're doing this Temporal Dimensions is so that we can get the 100% rewards. Moreover, it's for the 3 diamond and ghost spider, right? So that's a big reward here on top of the bio gear, but I don't know if we can do it feasibly without bringing some of these characters to gear tier 19 and level 100. And I don't know. I don't want to recommend that, guys, just because this is a temporary event, and I'm always against building up said characters or teams just for a one and done event. Mind you, this is a valuable team, because they do have good, dividends to give back to other villain characters, but it's just really difficult already, and some of these nodes are just, they feel tuned up more than they should be. So hopefully they'll review this, guys, but otherwise, I wish you guys the best of luck. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to be starting here pretty shortly on the next section, but from what I've seen, from what I've heard, and what I've been told, it's going to be pretty much impossible unless you have gear tier 18 or 19, and even then, you might need to actually get refreshes and take multiple attempts to get this done. So they wanted a hard content for sure, but it just feels like such a big FU to the community, because it's not just difficult, it's extremely challenging. and you know, even for spenders it's difficult. So I'm always against the paywall, guys. Anyways, let me know what your guys' experiences so far, what you've heard. Maybe there's a better update coming for some of these nodes. That'll be great. But other than that, guys, I'll keep you guys up to date with my progress and how far I'm going to be going. Thank you for your time as always. I'll catch you guys pretty briefly here in the next one.